Igor is the sixth album from critically acclaimed and one-time Grammy-nominated artist Tyler the Creator. Igor is his most unique and boundary-breaking album to date, again breaking his own mold and restructuring it into an entirely new form yet again. Igor is Tyler's shortest album yet, at 39 minutes, boasting a total of 12 tracks. This album tells the story of Tyler's created character, Igor, and his relationship with another man and the eventual end of said relationship. This story is told in a unique format, with the second song seeing Tyler trying to stop his lover from leaving, breaking the format of other breakup stories/albums. The rest of this album narrates the highs and lowest of lows of this broken relationship and ends with the final track, Are We Still Friends? However, before I talk about the end, I need to address the beginning. Igor's theme, which acts as an introduction to the sounds, themes, and even samples of the album. Before hearing this track, I don't think I would ever have considered enjoying 25 seconds of just bass-boosted white noise, let alone it being an amazing introduction to an album. This track uses many different samples from Tyler's own work and simply sounds like Tyler has this immense soundboard in front of him and it's just playing along it like a Mozart on a classical piano. This track also features Lil Uzi Vert, whose singing vocals bring a sense of magic to this grimy introduction. This track then perfectly transitions into the glittery but then again bass-heavy and grimy single, Earthquake. The song, as mentioned before, is our first introduction to the story of Igor and is a mix of pop sounds, hip-hop, and Tyler. This song features a verse from Playboi Carti, whose vocals acts completely as an instrumental, being so mumbled they can barely be understood. From these first few tracks, we can gather multiple large influences such as Pharrell Williams and Kanye West, both of whom appear later on the album. Again, a perfect transition into track I Think, which is easily my favourite on the entire album, with a funky back melody and a rare but enjoyable drum beat, which is created out of his own samples and heavy bass. The fourth song on the album, Exactly What You Run From, You End Up Chasing, acts as an interlude and the introduction to the fifth song. This 14-second interlude features comedian Jared Carmichael explaining his view and opinion that whatever you try to run from, you end up chasing, and that there will always be an obstacle for this thing you're chasing after. As the album goes on, we find this obstacle is the ex-girlfriend of Igor, Tyler's lover, who they still have feelings for. Jared's interlude leads us to the next song, Running Out of Time, which opens with the vocals from Tyler that have pitch shifted so far that I had to check to see if it was Tyler or female singer Solange's vocals. The next song, New Magic One, follows Igor as he finds new ways to encapsulate his lover in a heavy, distorted, cherry bomb-esque track. This song is juxtaposed with the following track, A Boy Is a Gun, which soulfully compares Tyler and or his lover to a gun, with lines such as, You Got Me By My Neck. This song also shows the incredible toxicity that is growing throughout this album in this relationship, with verse 3 having Tyler, instead of begging for his lover to come back, begging them to stay the fuck away from him. A clear opposite to Earthquake. The song Pump It again pushes the toxicity of this relationship, with Tyler dropping multiple verses about how he has lost his free will under the control of his lover. This is set to a Kanye-inspired beat, which also features Kanye with vocals on this track. However, his words are barely audible and sound like they've been recorded over the phone, and likely were. And the official lyric sheet that Tyler put out for all of these songs literally say on them that Kanye's lyrics could not be transcribed, which probably tells us that even Tyler didn't even know what he was saying. The final trilogy of the songs on this album essentially wrap up the themes in the story with the songs Gone Gone Thank You, showing that Tyler is thankful that his love for his lover is gone. I Don't Love You Anymore shows Tyler confessing to his lover that he does not share these feelings anymore. And the final track on the album, Are We Still Friends, which sees Tyler trying to finish this relationship on a good chapter and stay friends with this person. Overall, this album shows a complete deviation from Tyler's style and pretty much any other style I've ever heard in a completely different way. The bizarre blend of soul and the pitch shifting of Kevin Abstract, this album tells one of the most interesting and unique format-wise breakup stories of this decade. Within this story, Tyler is able to project himself into the character of Igor while embracing a whole new style, both lyrically and musically. However, we can still see the old Tyler in this project, with obviously the characters like from Wolf or Goblin, and some of the verses on this thing, such as a verse in Gone Gone Thank You, which compares, very smartly I must add, his relationship to the building of a house, which are very similar to the verses in Flower Boy, which, again, very smartly, connect certain aspects to flowers and plants. In conclusion, Tyler has created one of the most interesting albums, both lyrically and musically, this far, and is, in my eyes, a 10 out of